I'm going to show you how to calculate an effect size by using Excel. You can see here a table I have set up for 14 students. In this table, you see their Year 7 Maths test results and their Year 8 Maths test results. Under this table, there is a smaller table set up, which allows me to calculate the individual components I need to be successfully able to calculate an effect size. In this table, I will be calculating the average of their Year 7 and Year 8 Maths test results, the standard deviation, and the average of this standard deviation. First, I'm going to start by calculating the average for their Year 7 Maths test results. In cell C18, I'm first going to start typing an equal sign. This is the same for every single formula you type into Excel. It always has to be preceded by an equal sign. You will now type in the word average. After this, an open bracket. This will allow you to select the range you want to calculate this average over. In this case, that will be cell C2 to cell C15. Hold your left mouse button down, select cell C2, drag it all the way down. Now let go when you've selected the last test result you want to be calculating the average over. Let go and finish with a close bracket and then press enter. The process is going to be exactly the same for the Year 8 average. Type in equal sign, the word average, open bracket, cell D2 to D15, close bracket, enter. Now we're going to do a similar process for the standard deviation. As the word standard deviation is quite long, Excel has abbreviated this STDEV. We're going to do this now, STDEV, open bracket, cell C2, cell C15, close bracket, enter. Their Year 8 Maths test results, again exactly the same, equals STDEV, open bracket, cell D2 to D15, close bracket, enter. Now we're going to do the average standard deviation over their Year 7 and Year 8 standard deviations that we have just calculated. Type in equal sign, average, open bracket, select your Year 7 test result, hold your left mouse button down, move to the right to the Year 8 standard deviation, close bracket, enter. We have now successfully calculated the individual components we need to be able to calculate the effect size for the entire group and the individual effect size. First, I'm going to show you how to do the effect size for the entire group. We're going to start again with the equal sign. Now, instead of typing in the formula name, in this instance, we're going to be immediately typing in the open bracket. We're going to be selecting their Year 8 average and subtracting from that their Year 7 average. You're going to now close this bracket and type in a forward slash, which is the divide sign in Excel, and now select the average standard deviation. And now select enter. We have now calculated the effect size for the entire group, which is in this case 0.68, which means that this group has made more than 1 year's progress. Now we're going to be calculating the individual effect size. We're going to first start with Oscar. We're going to do a similar process as for the effect size for the entire group with an added step. We're going to start with the equal sign. We're going to first select their Year 8 Maths test result. We're going to subtract from that their Year 7 Maths test result. This is going to be placed within brackets. You can do this after selecting their test results or do this as with the average. First the open bracket, D2 minus C2, close bracket, divide by the average standard deviation. Now, instead of now selecting enter and finishing this formula, we're going to be selecting the cell C20 by moving your cursor over it, holding it down until it turns black, like in this situation, and we're going to be pressing F4. you can now see that C20 is no longer C20, but it has dollar signs in it, which means that the reference to this cell is now fixed, which is what we need to be able to copy the formula down. Now we're going to select Enter. We're going to be selecting Oscar's effect size. Wait until you see a little black cross appear. So hold your left mouse button down and drag it all the way down. Let go until you've selected the last student and let go. Now if you successfully calculate an effect size for the entire group.